Are we going?
Oh, we're going?
We're rolling. Welcome to the world's okayest podcast.
AKA
Scissor Sisters. We do hair, so hence the scissoring.
I feel like people think we're very unfriendly. Is it our faces?
Books,
Movies.
hair,
Dudes.
songs,
Kids.
mom stuff.
This is what it's like to spend a day with us.
This is us.
All day. We're just raw dogging this thing.
I had a warrant out for my arrest.
I can't. You just called me a meth addict.
Suck my anxiety out of my body.
All of a sudden at Walmart.
Yeah, she got them.
Yeah. So Minnie. It's always Minnie.
I know.
Long that posts and like the new Alani, and I'm like, oh, Minnie posted. I gotta go to Walmart.
Yes.
Oh, we're good. We're going. We're going.
We're rolling.
Episode
50?
51. We are. That's a lot.
It is.
We've been doing this a long time.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
are we the elephant in the room?
Yes.
We'll just start off with this. And then
Yeah.
So, not one, not two, 3 people now.
3 confirmed.
Yeah, 3. Someone heard it with their earballs. Have started these rumors and poo about us. And the bookstore. If it wasn't the bookstore, I don't really think I'd care that much. But, so should we just address the rumors?
Yes.
All right. Ready?
Ready. The rumors.
The rumors. We're witches. We're dabbling in the dark arts.
This is how I walk around my house.
Mine too.
I was just trying to keep it under wraps, but
We were trying to, yeah,
it's out.
it's out.
We're out.
The rumors are, we're out.
We're out of the closet.
We're out of the broom closet.
Yes. Shouldn't have been that funny.
We are probably the only ones who thought it was that
Probably.
funny. So we decided, since we're so evil,
The bookstore.
the bookstore,
is witchcraft, cults, and murder.
and we are dabbling in the dark arts.
Yes,
Dark arts,
right.
someone said.
So we wanted to highlight
Our most
our most witchy, evil
occult
books for people to see what we have.
Yeah.
So number 1 is The Things We Leave Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros. I think she's a witch.
She probably is.
Yeah, I mean,
Definitely a
it
witch.
Screams witchcraft.
It does. This is one of my favorites we have in store. It's
the children's
Easter story for children.
the children's edition of witchcraft, right?
Jesus included.
That way, everyone, every age, can
Yeah.
have a
We will suck
witch
you
book.
into our witchcraft.
Right.
Join our coven.
Happy Land by Dolan Perkins Valdez.
It's got the evil all over
It's
it.
screaming voodoo
Mm-hmm.
to me. It's
I know.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
it is
A Little Life.
evil.
This one, it's so evil.
Yeah.
This is an epic true story of trauma and friendship, written with intelligence and depth of perception. I mean,
And witchcraft.
yeah, disgusting.
The old Octavia Butler. We've got a couple of her books.
We do. We have lots of Octavia Butler.
Yeah.
Parable of the
It
Sower.
even says California becomes full of dangers, from pervasive water shortage to masses of vagabonds
Pretty evil.
and witches.
Pretty evil. A little David Baldacci.
Oh, yeah.
Strangers in Time.
Super evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
World War II. You know, there were a lot of witches in the World
This
War
one,
II.
a man came in and requested it.
He was
for
probably a
himself.
warlock.
Yeah. It was a book he wanted, and so we got one for the store. The Giant Killer.
Nonfiction.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
American hero, mercenary spy.
Biography and
Yeah.
autobiography/military for the people that say we don't have whatever.
And then we have Every Summer After. This is actually more of a YA book for our, young adults coming into the witchcraft.
We have the witchcraft for every...
And it screams evil.
It does.
If you, didn't know.
They look
evil. Carly Fortune, she writes a lot of witchcraft books.
My favorite is We Were Dreamers, an immigrant superhero origin story / witchcraft. Another great underdog story of achievement. Just what we needed.
Mm-hmm. He's probably an underdog witch.
Yes, for sure. Our favorites.
This one is called The Lady's Mind by Francine Rivers.
She's a Christian?
Yeah, this is a Christian romance.
Okay. I just want to make sure I had that right.
But she's probably a fake.
Yeah.
She's probably actually a witch.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christian romance.
The Marriage Pact.
Oh my gosh, that one's
Kathleen
the worst.
Fuller.
Most evil of all the evils.
An Amish of Marigold novel.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty.
Daisy Hirschberger and Perry Bontrager. Way too eager to see them matched with the person of their dreams. Oh, it's a fake relationship.
Oh, dang. I love a fake. I love a fake dating trope.
Me too. Probably, but they're probably witches.
Mm-hmm. Last but not least, we have this one. It's called, I actually really like, in all sincerity, I want to read this. It's called Capture the Moment, National Park Summers. It's actually a Christian
I was going to say it's
book as well.
Also tagged Christian. So maybe, I have a theory here. Maybe the three people that said we have witchcraft.
Not only are they saying, they're telling all their friends.
Yeah, don't go in there. It's witchcraft. Cults, murder. Maybe they're anti-Christian.
Maybe.
Maybe they think Christians
are
witches?
Witches. They're very confused. They're very confused individuals.
So.
And okay, I'm gonna take this off.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah.
But I gotta fluff.
Me too.
Gotta fluff the hair.
Buffalowood.
In all seriousness, though, all the people who are all the people who are talking trash have never been in here.
Except for Jessica.
Jessica. It's me, Jessica. I thought we say that every episode. Yeah, but the other ones who were shit talking, never been in here.
That was like, I stood up for you. They were shit talking. They said it's dark arts, blah blah blah.
We're witches.
I was like,
we're witchcraft.
Have they been in the store? And they were like, oh
no,
definitely not.
The other person who we were like, who said that? Like, because someone was telling us, and she gave us the name, and I was like. She has never been in here. Never. So how would they know? I'm sitting on my mic. I hope I didn't
I'm like,
turn it off.
is it the...
Did I? No.
What is it? Is it the black paint?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you... Also, all of that was a fucking joke for the people who are going to be like, appalled. We're making fun of you.
It was a joke.
But also we do have it's Harry Potter inspired, which yes is witches and wizards, witchcraft. But have they watched Harry Potter? Probably not.
It opens the door.
I don't know what door it's opening. But
devils, hell, the gate to hell.
The gate, like on Supernatural.
Yeah,
we opened the gate.
When what's her face yells it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the damn doorway to hell.
Yeah. But yeah, we have got all genres in here.
Yes. I can't help it that when you walk in, it's overwhelmingly dark. If you just walk in and go, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not. You hit cutesy
romance
kooky
first.
romance first.
Then dark. And like we've got fantasy. But right here is our whole section of
Literary fiction,
nonfiction.
kids books, young adult,
Nonfiction.
nonfiction, true crime, autobiography,
Yeah.
whatever. Wah, wah, wah.
But also, I'm like, you know what? If you're that kind of person, like, don't come in here.
Right.
We don't want you in here.
No.
We don't like you.
I'm pretty sure you don't read books
No.
either because your mind is closed.
Anyways.
Speaking of cutesy romance,
Oh, yeah.
you want to take one? I'll take
Yeah.
one. The book we're doing is Wildest Dreams
Wildest
by L.J. Shen.
Dreams.
And I love that it has
Two covers.
Of course, we picked the dark one
Yeah, we
for
did.
ourselves.
Because we're evil.
Evil.
Yeah, it's got 2 editions that came out same
that
day.
That one's actually the fancy. Like, that's the...
This is the deluxe.
This is the normal, then.
Does it have the artwork inside?
Yeah, there's nothing
No.
in here.
Yeah, like, this is the... I don't want to, like...
That.
So it's actually number 2.
Yes, the first one was
Truly Madly Deeply. It's the Forbidden Love series.
Yes, but I didn't read that one.
I didn't either.
I didn't want to.
I actually do. I did want to read it, and I will go back and read it. But we read this one
they
first.
Are
you can
standalone, but also it's like, you know, like all the others. It's like
it's the same world
couple in each.
But all the
thingy.
Because the couple from Truly Madly Deeply was in this briefly.
A dude and a girl, and then in this it was the dude's best friend and little sister and the original girl's best friend.
Yes.
So best friends and whatever.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
It's fake.
I don't know if that was my...
We're still recording. It's red.
Okay.
It's fake marriage.
Yes.
Relationship, whatever.
Fake marriage.
Fake engagement.
Which little bit of forced proximity because they're in the same
building.
Apartment complex.
Yeah. Single mom.
Yes, she's a single mom.
Best friend.
And he's like kind of a douche.
Yeah.
Or like, not a douche, but he's always been like, doesn't do relationships.
Right.
He's actually like been a male escort.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's like people pay him when they need
a date.
A date.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he actually talks about as the man, like he got out of doing that because like women were like he was saying no and they were like pushing him to
right.
And he like no longer felt comfortable doing it. So
and it's also, what do they call it when there's a bunch of money? Like they have a bunch of money, like a
billionaire romance.
Yeah, billionaire romance, which I don't normally like. Cause
I don't either. But in his defense, he doesn't have that money while they're.
He's working towards it.
He built an app and he's trying to like sell it and launch it and have this big fat investor do it. So.
Yeah. I gave it 5 stars.
I gave it 5 stars too.
I loved it.
Which I really like L.J. Shen. So
I think that was my first L.J. Shen book. But can we talk about that I gave it 5 stars even though it had the whole
glazed donut hole
scene, and we now refer to it as glazed donut hole all the time?
Yes. We say glazed donut hole at least once a day.
You sent me a box of cereal that said,
"Oh my God,
glazed donut hole cereal," and you were like, "Will not be purchasing."
I forgot which brand it was.
I
have to go look. Yeah, it immediately we just read the book and we glazed donut hole talked about all the things and that popped up on my.
Yeah, just use your imagination or read
about
the book.
Glazed donut holes.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell? I don't
know either,
at.
but I was like, oh my God.
Oh,
I'm kind of tired.
I'm kind of tired.
What else?
It's Frosted Flakes.
Oh.
Glazed donut hole.
Donut hole.
I
Frosted
can't
Flakes.
even look at
He
it.
refers to it, though, like her bunghole, as he's going to eat her glazed donut hole. And I was like, oh my God. I am
No,
not
listen,
here for the
you
butthole
were
stuff.
sending me like
I was, 'cause
pictures
I was
of
like,
the
oh.
of the page. There's what
And
I don't know if
circling
I-
paragraphs
yeah.
and was like,
there's one part. I don't know if I can say this out loud on the pod,
probably
but
not.
that happens, and then he talks about her holding it in her glazed donut hole. And you were sending me that, but my favorite part is right after this giant butthole scene. Hit the next sentence is, "I think I'm falling in love."
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I was like, oh my.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not my jam, but it didn't lose a star
no,
because the rest of it was great.
I was gonna say this is definitely a book that the plot held its own, even with
It
the
did.
butthole
And the
scene.
like little surprise thingy at the end,
Mhm.
like that I don't want to give away at all, so I just won't even talk about it.
Mhm.
I loved that part, like that they threw that. I
Mhm.
was waiting for that
I know.
and hoping. I know it's a terrible thing to hope for, but
No,
I was.
yes.
Her
like
baby
to-
daddy's a POS.
Yes.
and So
The next one comes out, I think, I want to say November, maybe
can't
Handsome
remember.
Devil.
Yeah.
And it's about Tate,
And
who's in both books.
This one has a the first is maybe chapter, maybe not. Just the first little bit of Handsome Devil.
Yes.
And it sounds a much darker.
it does, which Tate is much like
Yeah.
a dark,
yes.
like a darker
He's a
romance
troubled
guy.
soul.
He is, and he kind
Like-
of doesn't like women, and
Yeah. Well, and it
Treats him a
starts
little
out
pooey.
with like the doctor, like it's a letter from a doctor that's like, Tate, you are not okay. I repeat,
Yes.
you are not okay. Please get in touch with me ASAP.
yeah.
Meanwhile, he's off ing someone.
Yes, he's got like anger
I'm
issues.
wondering if it's like personality disorder of some sort.
I don't know. I'm wondering what his story will entail.
know.
He is, in fact, like a billionaire, though.
Yes.
Like a true,
Yes.
so that is.
I'm looking I'm looking forward to that one.
I am
And
too.
So there's only like 4 whole books in the contemporary romance section that I can ever say that I've read and recommend to people, and this is one of them.
Yeah, I would.
loved it.
I loved it too. I gave it all the stars
too.
as well. Also, we're wearing our shirts.
Thank you, Jessica. Or
Yeah.
Jessica's husband, I don't know. But
Yeah. But
we sold
if you,
70 of them.
we did sell 70 of them. Ours got done because we ordered ourselves
Yes.
one.
Yeah. The
But
others
if
should-
you ordered one, it's coming.
Yeah.
Maybe this week. I don't know.
Okay,
She had
maybe.
a lot
She
to
did.
do.
She did.
70 of
70.
them. Yeah.
And
So
like, we're not the only order she has. so.
right. So hopefully this week or next. But
Yeah.
ours came in last week because we had
Yeah.
ordered them like a little bit, like prior to when we placed our large
Just a waste
order.
of space and
Creepy decor. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Alrighty.
Going down the list.
Moving right along.
Motion detected at your front door.
We'll just dive right in with Peewee.
listen.
Listen, Linda.
When I was like 3 and 4, I watched a lot of Pee-wee's Playhouse. I had the movies. I watched the shit out of the movies, especially the one with the Big Adventure, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, the stolen bicycle. The other one is Big Top, like Under the Big Top or something, and it's the circus, and they grow the little sausages, and they eat them, and they turn into kids.
What? I've only watched the one with the pet shop where he's like, "Rah!" with a snake.
That's
when he
Big Adventure.
Oh, that's the only Pee Wee Herman movie I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
there's a
And
second one.
I also did not watch Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Also, when we went to
I busted my name.
California, what's
Warner Brothers?
Warner Brothers. We got to see the house he ran out of. I'm sorry, I'm on IMDb and there's a where did it go? It said Harley Quinn's date with Pee-wee Herman. Interesting.
Weird.
Well, shit.
I
gotta Google it.
Okay. We've decided though that Blippi is this generation's Pee-wee.
Definitely.
Pee-wee Herman.
Definitely. Yeah. Because like they're like ha ha and they talk in a annoying little voice that's not their real voice.
Yeah.
Only Blippi's like yeah.
Maybe you should be Blippi and Pee-wee.
I could do it.
I never watched Pee-wee, but I did watch a lot of Blippi with Crosby.
I watched a lot of Blippi with Greer, and I would rather watch Pee-wee Herman.
I like Blippi. I love Blippi. I
his
like
voice.
Blippi and Mika. I don't mind his voice. How do you like Pee-wee Herman's voice, but not Blippi's voice?
4. I don't probably like it today.
Yeah, I just remember him, the laugh.
Okay. Big Top Pee-wee. Yeah. It had that pretty blonde girl in it, and they're at the circus.
I vaguely remember that, but
it was a good one.
Only watched the other one enough to be like, yes, I've seen that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, here's my thing. So I was diehard Pee-wee fan when I was younger.
Yes.
Like young. And then as I like got a little bit older, there was all the poo-poo about Pee-wee Herman, and I
being
was
a pervy pervert.
I was told, like the general consensus that everyone, the story they would tell is he diddled himself in a movie theater, like in front of everyone, in front of children.
That that's what I remember as well.
And like exposing yourself and
being just a pervert.
Yeah, gross.
Like, oh, you're a children's actor, movie person, and now you've done this.
You're diddling yourself in a movie theater in front of all these people. Then the next thing I hear is like confirmed child corn. Like they raid his house. He has child corn.
Yes.
Okay. There is a documentary on HBO now that's Pee-wee Herman. I haven't even watched it yet, but like I want to watch it. And so it got me to Google like what exactly
did
happened?
He do?
Not at all what we thought.
No, I mean, should he have done what he did? Probably
No.
not. But it was in an adult movie theater
Playing dirty movies.
PORNO on the screen.
Literally.
And it wasn't just him.
No,
there was like
3
6
other
men or
dudes.
something. Yeah, that all got arrested for the same thing.
And it was like Nurse Nancy or
yes,
something.
and it was also a setup. Remember we read?
Yes.
They
were watching and waiting for these men to be like, start diddling themselves.
Yeah, which I'm like,
you're arrested.
Yeah, which like, okay, gross.
Right,
like,
gross.
Don't do
but
that.
Also, like, I find it odd to just go watch a
porn
and just eat your popcorn.
Yeah, that's weird. I could never do that, period.
No.
But like also, like, what is that? What is your end goal with doing, like, showing this movie to a theater full of people?
Adults. It was a dirty movie. There was no children
and
around.
it was an adult-only theater.
Yes.
Like, that's all they played at this theater.
Yes.
And they've since we did, and they've since torn that theater down.
Then I'm like, okay, they raid his house. It's child corn. They confiscate child corn. No, it wasn't. It was a piece of art. Isn't that what we read? I
forgot about that.
I'll have to read exactly what it was. But like it literally got dropped. Like they ended up reducing it to basically like
a misdemeanor.
Yeah, that's like you have weird art or whatever. But also, he's gay. Like, he comes out in the documentary, which I'm like, anyone with eyeballs probably knew that he was gay. But I feel like late 80s, early, I don't even know if it was early 90s. Like, he might have fizzled out at that point. Like, all that crap might have happened by then.
I can't remember.
But it was all because I think he was gay, and they were like, the man was going after him because he was. You can't be gay and do children's shows.
No, you're a pervert.
You'll turn the children gay.
Yeah, duh.
Okay, let me see here.
Motion detected at your front door.
Okay, it was 2001 that the child thing happened.
Oh. That was later. That's later
maybe
than...
this is another one, but it was photos of a 17-year-old. That one was. The other one, when they, like, raided his home, was... I should have had all this ready, but...
You should have.
I know. Okay.
I mean, the 17-year-old photos are... That's kind of yucky.
Yeah, yes. 30,000, blah, blah, blah. Oh, he was arrested on suspicion of indecent exposure. Not what I was told when I was 4.
No, I actually read that he denied all of it and was like, I didn't do any of this.
75 hours of community service.
Which I'm like, I don't know. Maybe you just, like, you shouldn't do that, but also, like, I think it probably also just blew up because of his profession.
Yes, for sure.
Like, had it been some, like, nobody knew the other guys who got arrested. Like,
no.
But because he was who he was, it, like, got blown way out of proportion.
Never at any time knowingly possessed any artwork from his extensive vintage and antique art collection, even remotely related to anything improper. That's what it was. It was a misdemeanor charge for improper, like, art, which I'm like, it is in your home. Like, I mean, I know, I guess child porn is too, but it's not like he had videos on his computer.
No, like, I guess I don't know what it would be. Like, a naked child?
No. It doesn't even say...
like, what it was.
It said it was never released to the public, but...
What the picture was?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well...
A black and white tintype from 1901 with a young man of don't know his age, 17 to 19-year-old age, laying on the beach after having gone skinny dipping. Like, apparently that's what it was. So, like, a picture of
a tintype.
What the hell is that?
It's tin.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
like when you get, like, old-timey photos and they give them to you on that.
Yeah, well, it was that. 17 to 19-year-old boy laying on the beach after, like, naked, I guess.
Oh. Well, I mean, I wouldn't have that in my house.
No, me either. But would I call that, would I say that's possessing child?
No, I don't.
Especially if they're
like, we don't know that age.
Yeah, I'm like, so he could be 18 and he could be 19.
Yeah, which, I mean, still gross.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Like, it's weird, but also, like, it's not like he had videos of, like, a 5-year-old. Yeah, I know.
I know we're like, oh, well, at what point is child? I don't know. I'm not the arresting
I think the whole
officer,
point was, like, they made it out to be one thing when it really wasn't
never
exactly.
bothered, like,
to clean up their mess after all the rumors they started.
Yeah, they ruined it. That's probably part of my trauma. a childhood trauma is
Peewee.
they made
Ruined
me think.
Peewee Herman.
They made me think that my
Childhood idol.
yeah, was a pervert when really he was just a gay man.
Yeah.
I knew I loved him. I knew it.
Well,
I still do. And I haven't watched the documentary yet, but I want to.
well, I kind of want to watch it now.
I know. Because he died right before. Like,
Yeah.
he was suffering and dying, and, like, nobody really knew. And
What did he die of? Cancer?
yeah,
Oh,
sometime. I Googled it, but I already forgot. Anyways.
Yes. Well, that can spin us into, speaking of, like, real douchebags.
Right. Speaking of the actual dirty men.
It's all over TikTok. And it's Andrew Wilson on the Whatever podcast. Now, I don't listen to this, but if it popped up on my feed, and now it's
it's all over your
my
feed.
TikTok.
Yeah.
And
you need to protect your inner peace.
the clip going viral is him debating a young guy, like 21, 22. And he basically says he's making the argument that RAPE isn't bad for everyone, obviously, because some women during that. So clearly
it wasn't RAP.
they enjoyed it.
Right. Why is he still living?
I don't know. His face, he's disgusting, and he is married with daughters.
Of course
Like,
he is.
I wonder how do you have how does your wife not be like, you're a disgusting piece of shit?
How has she not?
Because she agrees with him. She's been on the
Pearl.
pot. Yes, she is. Even though I'm like, honey, you've been picked by this D-bag. But like, what are you doing? He also, there's another clip that's like really big where he's talking about, basically like there's no weird, like that a 41, 50-year-old would be attracted to like an 18-year-old. It's not weird. It's perfectly fine.
Sure.
And I'm like, no. The guy is like it's legal, yes, but like it's still, it's like, why? Why would you? And like the only reason you're stopping at 18 is because it's like illegal. It's legal.
Yeah.
And if it was legal at like 15, you'd be the pervert that's like, oh, hey.
Right.
Anyways, he's repulsive, and I have no idea how that podcast is still
I
like. I don't know how his clips are still.
Well, because people like you are watching them and being appalled.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. But that spun us into a what are we gonna name our book? The Handmaid's Tale, but for men.
The Handman's Tale.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were
We
gonna
were like-
search what the term for men is under instead of maidens.
Like a maiden, like instead of a female handmaid. I said it, it's like a butler. A hand butler's tale.
Because
Well,
what the male equivalent of maidens is bachelors.
Single men. I'm sure that's right, because like a maiden is a
Maiden
single.
is an unmarried young woman.
Yeah.
Okay. And okay. So
You don't
hand
not
bachelors.
maiden. You need to search what's the equivalent of a handmaid, because that's different than a maiden.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like a handmaid is I'm pretty sure it's like a butler.
Yeah.
Or,
yeah. It's I do everything for you. Yeah. Yes. There isn't one. Of course there's not.
Shocker. What was I gonna say?
It's used to describe a female servant. However, you can use terms like manservant.
Manservant tale.
Manservant's tale.
I like
Watch
handman's
for it.
tale. So
Yeah.
he's also said things, because I went down a whole, don't say rabbit,
Yeah. Don't say rabbit.
I went down a hole of like all the dumb shit he said. And he has said things in the past about basically like, if it wasn't for men, the world would come to a screeching halt. All like, you can't have a baby without a man. And I'm like, sir?
Yeah, so then I was like, we could
Lock the men away.
Yeah.
Give
We could
them a
artificially inseminate ourselves
Yeah.
if we wanted to.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about?
But I'm like, don't you feel like, let's say the men all just disappeared versus the women all just disappearing. Don't you think we'd be closer to being able to make little sperms, little semen piles?
Yeah, as Jeff Goldblum says, life will find a way.
Instead of like, if all the women just disappeared, they've got to like,
There's no.
they got to get the eggs. Fine.
Mhm. They
But
gotta
then
find
you gotta
a-
incubate it.
Yeah, gotta grow it. How are you feeding that thing when
Yeah.
it comes out? I mean, there's formula. I'm just
Right.
saying, like, to say the men do the least amount of work to procreate. Like, you just done. You're done. That's it.
Yeah. You're
You've-
excused now.
Yeah. Goodbye. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you for serious?
He is.
He is. He believes it to his fucking core that like men are here, women are here, and we are literally just here to pop out
Serve.
the men, carry the men's lineage on.
Someone needs to do something about his lineage.
Yeah. Well, he has daughters, so she gone.
Good.
I don't know.
Lord.
He's disgusting. If you
Yeah.
haven't watched any clips of the Whatever
No.
podcast
Just
and you
take
would
our word for
like to be enraged for your Monday or Tuesday, whatever, go watch a few.
it. Yeah.
And then my favorite is there's the one circulating now where he's got this, she's so pretty and she's this like black girl and she's got beads in her hair and she's like a feminist and he's got her on there like trying to make her
Breaking her down.
look like an
Yeah,
idiot.
Right.
Let there be light.
Brandy. Is Brandy.
That's gonna F us up, isn't it?
Nah.
But he gives her a jar of olives and is like, open the jar of olives. You don't need men, open the jar of olives. And she's like, I can't. You're right. Like, men are physically like stronger. And she's like, you open it then. He can't open the jar of olives. And he's like, you graced the top with your hand. You graced it.
Oh my God.
And he's like, he's like got his shirt. And then he's like, get me a paper towel. And he's wiping it off and can't do it. Can't do it. And it's like, and then his like assistant comes over and is like, it's my favorite because he looks so dumb.
Well, I hate him.
Also, he's like 40.
Sounds hideous.
He sounds hideous. Also, he's like mid 40s, overweight. And I'm like, who do you think that you are, sir?
He's a man, so.
I know, but he's not
That-
even like one that's fun to look at.
Yeah,
He's
no.
repulsive.
Yeah, but in his twisted little
I'm sure
man
he
brain,
thinks he's like,
he's a man, so it doesn't matter.
and his laugh, he like that's his
Ugh,
defense,
don't
like
send me any more
laughing,
stuff.
and
I don't
his
wanna
like
look at
teeth
it.
are big, and he's like, and I'm like, God, you are so dumb. Like, how are you married?
Oh my
Anyways, I hate him.
Oh my
I'm ready to
goodness.
go on that podcast just to be like, you're repulsive. You are so dumb.
What
Yeah,
else?
Handmaid's Tale, but the men,
Right.
the men-maid's
Yep.
tale. Well, Ramsey told me he loved me the other day,
He
so
did.
we gotta check mark that for the history books.
So when he leaves our house all the time, he's just like, love you guys, to like me and Allie and Greer, or me
Right.
and Allie, or me and Greer, or whatever. Love you guys. So he was picking up Greer, and he lives in La La Land. So he's like, come on, Greer, let's go. Like, let's go.
me and you
Like,
were sitting
yeah.
behind the
and
desk.
he's like, all right, love you. Come on, Greer, let's go. All right, we're leaving. Love you guys. And I was like, You love Courtney too?
He goes, whatever.
Whatever, and just leaves. Oh, it was funny.
It was
so
funny. You probably had to be there, but
I guess.
it was funny.
It was.
And I will give him shit about that
Yeah.
till we die.
Right.
Remember that one time you said you loved me?
Mm-hmm. What else? We're at T-minus 18 days now for our trip. They've added express passes for
Hagrid. Third time's a fucking charm.
Yes.
We're going to get to do it. I have Googled and I have watched videos and I have got on my Universal pages, and the consensus is now that express passes are accepted at Hagrid's, the express line wait is about 20 to 30 minutes.
Fine.
Which I'm like, beats
Better than
3
300
hours.
minutes.
Yeah.
Because
So
that's what it was
I'm
every
so
other
excited
time.
because, yeah, we've yet to ride Hagrid's because we never want to waste half a day standing in line.
No.
And half the time that we were like, okay, we're going to do it, it'd be delayed.
Yeah.
And then they, when we did early entry, it was delayed. And by the time we got to the line,
It was, we couldn't even find the end of it. When we finally found the end of it, I was like, even if it undelayed right now, we'd be in this line for 3 hours.
Yes.
I'm not doing that.
no, I'm not going to waste my day on one ride. Yes, I want to ride it, but it's not worth that. So yeah, I hope we get to ride Hagrid's.
Super pumped.
This
We have
year.
a list of food, a list of TikToks, a list of rides. We're gonna go see the Berlin Wall, apparently.
Yeah. P.S. If you're at Universal, I didn't know this. We didn't know this.
No.
This is our third time going. There is a chunk of the Berlin Wall behind the Hard Rock Cafe
It's random, but okay.
in Universal.
Yeah.
And actually, I think you can go to Hard Rock without actually having, it's in City Walk technically, so you don't have to be going into Universal Studios.
Right.
But yeah, it's behind random. But I'm gonna go look at it and take a picture of it.
They better have the most awesome merch this year, because what did we say the Jaws anniversary is?
It's Jaws 50th anniversary
and Universal's. I can't remember if
30th,
it was 20 or 30. It's either 20 or 30th anniversary.
Yeah, it's an anniversary year for Jaws and for Universal. And then they've got all the new Epic merch.
Yep.
I'll just say sorry to my husband in advance.
Basically, we're taking an empty suitcase.
Yeah.
So
we've already said
it.
we just need 3 pairs of shorts, 3 tank tops,
and
some socks.
17 pairs of underwear. Socks. Don't forget socks.
I know. And some sunblock. I do always forget socks. I don't know why.
But that's okay, because I pack 77 socks.
That's why we vacation together.
Except I'm slowly turning into you.
You really are. I don't know what's happening.
Do you think something's wrong with me?
Like what?
I don't know.
You got the dementia?
Yeah, you gave me a complex because you told somebody that I can't remember anything.
Sometimes you can't. Smoking weed can affect your memory.
I haven't. Okay.
It's book stuff I've noticed.
Your brain stores away names and titles, and my brain doesn't. It does not hold that stuff. It'll hold the cover, the picture on the cover, but it will not hold the title.
That may be a legitimate ADHD thing, because Carter's this way too. Well, it's not useless information at this point with our job, but those kind of things book titles, authors, I don't know.
I've always been really bad with names, though.
That stuff will stick in my brain till I die.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the fact that you tell me, get a fly swatter when you go to Dollar General, and I walk in and I can't remember that you told me. It's not that I can't remember, I'm not thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
But stuff like that, I don't know.
No. Sometimes I'll be like, ooh, what's this book? And she's like, we've had that.
Since the day we get opened.
Never seen this before.
You're
in my
I have
life.
no recollection of this book.
Where does it go? How much is it? Stop yelling at me.
Those kind of things, though, I'm they're in my brain. Now, I say that,
Now, if we need a Post-it note pile of who did what and where and when, I've probably got all of that.
Maybe, but you're also really bad to write paid or not paid.
I've been better.
I know.
Since you gave
but
me a
stuff
complex.
like I still have a really hard time doing a gift card if it's over.
And I've showed you
I know.
times.
And then I get up there and I'm like, oh, should you do it? I don't know how. I forgot.
Sometimes too, though, you'll need to like move appointments and you're like, who the hell is Whitney? I don't know any Whitneys. I didn't write down a...
Yeah, I have no recollection of who this person is.
Yeah, no number.
I think
nothing.
It's whether I, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't have a good...
Yeah.
Like, books, I enjoy the title. Even stuff I don't read, I'm like, it's cataloging in my brain. When I'm making an appointment, I'm irritated that I'm making it at all. And I'm like, I don't know who this is.
I get that.
Well, you want a haircut? Fuck, okay.
My brain can't catalog, but my brain can make lists.
I can't make a list.
To where actually when our book shipments come, we have our own jobs. Like mine is scanning them all in the computer and yours is putting them all away. Because when we get a stack of books scanned in that's like mixed in like dark romance and thriller and true crime and nonfiction, I want to sit there and separate the stack.
No.
And it would take me 10 times longer.
You
just grab them and go.
Doop,
yeah,
doop,
no.
Doop.
Yeah.
See, I think that's why we balance so well, though, because our brains do work the same but different.
Yeah.
Like each have a brain strength. I don't.
Brain strength.
We actually had a girl come down this weekend.
That poor girl.
And she wanted to come. She's in Jeff City and she's like thinking about opening a bookstore, like an indie bookstore. And she wanted to come down and pick our brain because she likes the vibe. She likes the way we've done it. And she came down and like basically we were like, we're probably the most two like terrible people to ask about this because we did not do shit by the book at all. Like,
and we didn't care if it failed. I mean, we didn't want it to
We didn't
fail,
want it to, but it wasn't. We weren't staking our whole life and income on this.
No, we weren't quitting our jobs. We were braced for it to just be like sometimes like
we even said like we'll have kitschy bookstore hours like a couple days a week. But it's taken over. But she was like basically asking us like, how did you do this and how did you do that and blah blah blah. And, like, we kind of told her, like, we don't know how one person could do all of this, especially because, like, you're bad at this and I'm bad at this, but I'm good at that and you're good at that. So, like, together we run it well. But, like, I don't know how one person would deal with all of the things.
I really don't either.
Like, if we didn't have each other, I feel like it would definitely not run as smoothly.
No.
With just one of us doing it.
Right.
So.
For sure.
And our book tastes are different. So we told her, like, you know, you're the thriller, like, whatever. And I'm more dark romance. And then we both do fantasy and neither of us do that crap. But we're doing a little.
Yeah. I mean, we also just go off of people's, what people want too.
Suggestions. That's what I will say though, like, we've not read every single book in here, obviously, but I can recommend every single book we have in here to a person.
Or people
because
will be like, what about this book? And I'm like, I have no idea, but we sell a ton of them and everybody likes it. So,
but I still know the gist of most of them. Like, or like just because we've researched so much and we know all the books we have in here.
Like we alone are the ones that we handpicked every book in here.
We have
curated.
Yes.
This.
Because through our distributor, you can like use a service where they pick all your book selections.
Where you're like, well, I really want this, and this.
Or like, this is the type of store. And they're like, here's a good collection of titles. But no, we have handpicked every book in here.
It was like the middle school girl that came in the other day and was like, There's a book I've really been wanting, and I don't know if you'll have it or not, but it's called Caraval. And I'm like, I got you. And like, that's not a new book. Like how perfect and random to have a lot of books that people come in and ask for that's not, like it's years and years old.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's still
It's
popular. Still having a moment.
thing. Yeah.
I know, I agree. So, whatever. But do I think you have something wrong with you that you can't remember? No.
Okay. All right.
I don't think so.
Very well then.
How long have we been yakking? I don't even know what we've talked about.
Well, following our 18-day 50.
Oh, okay.
Following our 18-day countdown and exciting news and epic and yada, 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 blah, blah, blah.
Uh-huh.
Netflix, ta-doom,
Ta-da.
announced Stranger Things Season 5. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Thanksgiving.
Christmas. New Year's. Holy crap.
Don't talk to us.
Yeah,
days. New episodes release.
Yeah, at first time in 2 years.
I know. I told you. Did I send it to you? I did. The TikTok that was the guy that was like, Netflix really said you're not spending the holidays with your family this year because Stranger Things.
I'll be spending it with my household
with your TV.
They watch it too.
Carter watches it.
I'm so excited, except I'm really scared. But the trailer looked so awesome.
The trailer
and the
did
part
look
where
so.
He's like,
run, run!
Like I got goosebumps.
I know.
Like,
they're all so old now too.
I know.
I watched a red carpet like blip of them in I think it was a TikTok. I don't know, but they're adults. They're like basically adults now.
I know, and it started. They were legit children.
Yeah, little children, like 10 and 11.
I know. It makes me sad.
It does me too.
I love it so much.
I know.
The music is always awesome. I love every character.
We've already got a Stranger Things table.
Yeah, theme table.
Planned, so get ready.
Yeah. And if you thought we were witchy before,
don't come in here during Halloween.
Buckle down, because come like end of August, we transition.
It is witch time.
Yeah. If summer has to die,
it's Halloween.
Those are the only two.
Yeah. So if Halloween offends you, trot your ass away.
Yeah. Go tell your neighbor best friend that we're witches and we have witchcraft and blah, blah, blah. Because, it probably will be.
Whatever. Anything else?
I didn't.
I did have one, and it's kind of heavy. I don't know if we want to end with that. It's not really. It's just people are debating, and I don't even know what what girl or situation sparked the debate. I watched a blip of it, but I can't remember her name, and I don't know. It was a girl, and maybe it was even a show. I don't know. She was pregnant. The mom planned the baby, wanted the baby, and I think the mom got into like a terrible car wreck, and they kept her alive to keep the baby alive. People were like outraged, and so now there's a huge debate. Like there are people who are like, keep me alive to keep my baby alive. I'll say it again, like, keep me alive. And then there's other people who are like, do not keep me alive.
Yeah, I was going to Google it because I think it's I've seen a lot of stuff about that too.
Yeah. So I'm like, I mean.
It's, May 15th. It's like a woman declared brain dead, being kept alive to continue pregnancy under state law, family says. That's why there's a lot of hoopla about it, because it's politically.
So,
her family has questions about Georgia's heartbeat law and why they didn't have a say in her care.
I don't know what Georgia's heartbeat law is.
It must be like
if
her
the
family
baby
wanted to let her go, I think, but the state, the law is like, yeah, no, you don't get a say in her care like we do now because
the baby. Well, and I think the baby is viable. Like I think it's far enough along that maybe not. I don't know, because I know they said they were going to keep her on like life support for like
Smith, a registered nurse at Atlanta's Emory University Hospital, was about 9 weeks pregnant when she started having bad headaches in February. The 30-year-old went to Northside Hospital for help but was released after being given medication, according to her mother. The next morning, her boyfriend noticed something was terribly wrong. She was gasping for air in her sleep, gargling, more than likely it was blood. She was taken to the hospital where she worked. A CT scan revealed multiple blood clots in her brain. Unfortunately, there was nothing doctors could do, and she was declared brain dead. She was not nine weeks pregnant.
That's like,
yeah.
I can. That's a toughie.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it should be personal choice, but like
she couldn't though.
I
so
realized
then who does
that.
It go to?
Well, I don't know. The father.
But then that's what I guess they're like. Yeah, no, it's if you want to let her go, you can't because.
I mean, I guess I can see if it was like, at the end of like, there's a full-term baby inside of you.
And I don't know anybody that anyone that would have a full-term baby inside of them that would be like, yeah, you can go ahead and let me go.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the mom who's like, no, please keep me alive to keep my baby alive. But at 9 weeks, I'm like...
Now at 21 weeks gestation, the baby's health is uncertain.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a risky little game you're playing at 9 weeks pregnant. But I'm not a doctor, so what do I know?
Well, the doctors are probably like...
Are we done? You telling us to shut up?
The doctors are probably like, yeah, this is...
But I mean, if it's a law...
And then it brings up if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. But then the people that are like, if it's your time to go, it's your time to go, are also like, she can't go because there's a heartbeat inside of her that's only 9 weeks at gestation.
You're right. That is a good point.
It says the grandpa says she's pregnant with my grandson, but my grandson may be blind, may not be able to walk, wheelchair bound. We don't know if he'll live once she has him. It should have been left up to the family.
That's why I'm like, sometimes,
It says, I think every woman should have the right to make their own decision, if not their partner of the parents.
That's how I feel. But also, again, I feel like it's one thing if you got into a terrible accident and you're like, I'd Carter at 2 months early, like he was 32. Yeah. You can take that baby right out and whatever. But like 9 weeks to grow a child inside of a dead mother, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sketchy. Very. I mean, and you don't know what's gonna. Well, how are you? I don't know. That's weird territory to me.
And like the baby, they said, could be blind, could be wheelchair
could have terrible health problems.
Are they equipped to?
Is the dad who's like, I don't know. That's
with
why.
No mother, it's already down a parent.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's a tricky sitch.
It is.
I mean, I do think you should be able... I don't think there should be a law in place saying you have to.
And I think that's the whole, thing making it political.
Right.
It considers it abortion if they let her die and it kills her 9-week gestation pregnancy. It terminates it. And then it's...
But that's not. I mean, I know
I
they call
know.
abortion anything that terminates a pregnancy, which is stupid. But also, I'm like, that isn't like she was like, rip this thing out of me, I'm done. Like, that is nature, like, happening. Like, that is life happening. I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
But,
Yes.
and that's like 9 weeks. That's like 7 months.
Yeah.
You would have to look at your child
That's what
laying
they're all
there,
saying.
like basically dead.
Yeah.
That would be terrible.
It's very
God,
terrible.
That's terrible.
Can't grieve, can't move on.
Yeah.
It's not ending because you don't know what's happening then with this other life, and
that's that's yucky. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what the right answer is, but that's a hard situation.
yeah, for sure.
What?
One guy got married, the pastor that had the church, his wife died.
Oh yeah, the sketchy pastor man that we thought. Yes, we talked about him on the podcast.
Not here. I was racking my brain for
no.
what was his name?
Dirty pastor man.
Yeah, the one that she shot herself. And he was like, the next day was like, oh.
Yeah,
But he
announced it
groomed
at
her
church and-
since like
yeah.
youth group.
How
What
was
was
his
his
wife?
name?
We don't know.
Putting that on our
Dirty
list.
pastor man.
Okay.
I'm
just gonna write,
bookmark it, and we could
Dirty
start
Pastor
the next
Man.
episode with it because we gotta do some research. Yes, we gotta do some
Pastor
research.
Man
So,
gets married
no, you are.
or
I'm
don't.
going to do the notes.
Like, follow, and
Dirty
subscribe.
pastor man gets married.
Okay. Bye.
Dirty
Oh wait,
pastor
I got
man
the new
gets
cotton
married.
candy, Alani. It's at Walmart.
Like, follow, and
If you didn't know.
subscribe.
That's
Yeah, we're done.
Okay, bye.
Whatever.
Like, follow, and subscribe.
Bye.
Okay. All right. Bye. Oh wait,
Let's do this shit.
It's at Walmart.
They're probably gone by now.
Yeah, I just want to get our book
Okay, bye.
tables done.